Okay, even though you guys are not seeing me, well, actually you can see me. And there we go. Phone is starting to ring. Hello, corporate office. All right, so what I have going here is the clothing line. So last night I was working on updating some things on the website, which once again I'm wearing all the hats. It seems like being the web developer, the founder, everything. So as I stated, with it being an entrepreneur, the idea isn't to be a business owner or work the businesses, but initially and in these beginning stages, these are my ideas, my concepts. So what I'm doing is I'm building them up to a point where they have value behind them, building them up to a perspective to where audiences and consumers can acknowledge the brand and make them valuable so that when I do go after a business owner to run these and operate these, they're not just getting a piece of paper, they're actually getting something of essential value. So, and something that effort and work and time and dedication has been put into. So, I have been spending a lot of time, doing that and dealing with those things. But let me close these out really quick because I want to give you guys a quick synopsis of what a typical day, at least the beginning portion of my day, is like. So, what I did the night before is I went through and I created my to-do list. Now, very simple. Actually, let me pull up my routine first so that I can go through and show you what I've been able to check off, what I haven't. And sorry, this is taking so long. I could have done this a little easier. Let's hit on this one. Let me see. And while we're running and waiting for that to open up, we'll just go through a couple of these tabs and see what all is going on. So for Pussycat Clothing, we have the website, as you just seen. This is Pussycat on Etsy. Also over the weekend, I was doing some research on filming for the production company. So I was simply trying to get ideas on the cinematography and on lighting and things like that, how the camera should be operated. I can click out of that. Celtics is software that allows you to write scripts in. I write a lot of my own scripts, a lot of my own material. Shopify, Shopify. This is a very good resource, and as I had mentioned before, I want to use Shopify to establish several dozen online stores so that I can have a great presence and oversight of those in just one simple place. So if I can establish several different stores online, that'll be great, providing obviously different products and different services, I guess you would say. I'm not sure which services can be provided in that respect, but mostly it'll be products, and just trying to keep them all separate and establishing them as their own entities. That is the idea, to get to this 1,000 business mark. The Amazon Seller Central, make sure I'm set up on that. This is the eBay Seller Central, making sure I can cross-platform and sell on eBay, sell on Amazon, also take payments with PayPal and things like that. So all those things are pretty essential in conducting a business, because what ends up happening is the integration and the online capabilities make doing business that much more effective and easier. So, daily to-dos. Open business. Let's go down to, okay, well, we've already done the routine. So the routine is wake up 6 a.m., run 30 minutes. Didn't do any running yet. We'll have to get to that later. 30 minutes of self-confidence and visualization. What that is, and I find that very instrumental. Some people will consider it meditation. Some people will consider it reflecting, whatever you want to call it. The point is that it's very essential. So what I do is I will recite my mantras that I've established, or quotes that I've gotten from other, sources, and I'll just simply sit back and take the time to have silence and reflect and to to visualize, I'll say. So this visualization process is the process of building. So it's visualizing myself where I wish to be, where I perceive myself, and what this idea of mastery to me is, because that is my ultimate objective. So I'm visualizing this so that on a consistent basis I'm reaffirming this in my mind, and I'll know exactly what it looks like when it comes. I'll know exactly when it's here because I've prepared for it. That's what people consider luck. Preparation meets the opportunity. It's just really, they don't see the hours and hours and hours of preparation, or visualizing, as I shall say. So I do that on a daily basis. I go to, let's see, study my languages skills: Arabic, Spanish, Thai, Tagalog, Chinese, Japanese. That's just essential for my development because I wish to do business all over the world, and I've traveled to a lot of these places that speak these languages, so I still have contact communications in those places, so I wish to be able to communicate with those people on their level. And then I take several online courses, but all this is not done at the beginning of the day and at one point in time. Like, I generally like to block my day off into several, like, portionate hours, maybe 6 hours at a time. So I generally utilize about 18 hours of the day. The other 6 hours I'm generally trying to sleep. But so with those 18 hours, I'll block them into 6-hour sections. So the first 6 hours I can use for, my time to give back, or my time for me, or, my time to work, whatever the case may be. So I'll use, 6 hours from each block and dedicate that to doing a specific act. Not specifically like just doing one thing, but, a specific bold point. So like I said, 6 hours to giving back, meaning just doing for others, not asking for anything in return, not expecting anything, just going out or staying in, whatever, and figuring out what you can do for others to be of service to others. That's what I call it, being of service to others. And then I use 6 hours to build on myself, to better myself. And then I'll use 6 hours to work my businesses. So getting away from that, first things usually like to do is check the emails. So what I'm going to do is open up Safari. And I'm going to open up a brand new tab because I'm going to show you something with managing a mini empire, what's actually entailed in this thing. Now I know that, maybe I shouldn't have checks lying around with information on there that could easily be siphoned. So that's one email. Let's see how many emails need to be opened. Or shall I say email addresses? We're at the third one now. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. Eighth. Oops. Ninth. Now, this one was a personal email, so it wasn't really essential that I do that right now. So just there alone, I have 9 email accounts. Now, let's go to Yahoo. And each email account is a different business. Let's open this. Yahoo's made it very simple for me because they put all of them on one side. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more email addresses. So for a total, 9 plus 4, what do we get? 13. So, and that's not even all of them, but unfortunately, because I have Hotmail and other email addresses, and I didn't open this one, nor that. Well, that one's open. So at any given time, at this particular time, I'll say I'm operating at least a minimum of 15 of those 1,000 companies. And obviously, once I get to anywhere near 100, I'm not going to be able to do this myself on a daily basis. But right now, it's still pretty manageable. So I just simply browse through the emails, make sure the boxes are cleaned out, things that are, I don't need or aren't essential. I'll usually erase them because I don't like my inboxes building up because it makes me feel like I have something to do, and I don't want to have a lot of crap to do. I already have enough to do. So these things I've already seen, so I can delete those. Um, let's see. Some of this stuff, yeah, you want to come back and take a look at how to recreate the film. I'll want to look at that, so I'll leave that there. Selling coaching for Amazon online, definitely will need that. So I'll leave that there. And, not to bore you guys with all the details of my inboxes, but this is part of the whole managing a mini empire. So you're going through, these are just simple things that you're doing to keep it up and going. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the emails, which I generally will spend about anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour and a half simply reading through, responding back, going through emails. And then I will go from that point, and I'll either involve myself with webinars, do some, some more education aspects for business, for a lot of the businesses that I'm running. And then later on in the day, generally it gets to about, I want to say 10, 11, maybe closer to 12, where I'll start corresponding, making phone calls, and really start doing the meat of the business. So we'll get to that point a little later here. I apologize, it's not more, Hollywood versionized and, more exciting. I don't have any radio or television, meetings or anything like that set up. So this is the truth. This is, it's not always glitz and glamour, but this is the reality of operating a mini empire, Now, obviously, you're going to want to, at some point, market these businesses and get some, as much publicity as you can on them, so that they are even so they are that much more favorable to potential business owners, when you want to sell these businesses. But at this point in time, this is the meat. This is the beginning stages.